For God was so ticked off at this world that he gave his only begotten Son. Is that a true statement? You know, the more and more I talk to people from other cultures and religions and actually give them an opportunity to explain why they believe in what they believe, I soon arrive at this fascinating reality that Jesus is above every other option out there. Jesus did not come to save us from God. Jesus came to save us from our own sins. John 3:16 is what sets Jesus apart from every other God out there. A few months ago, I was traveling in India and always wanted to go to the mosque and have the priest confirm a certain story from the Hadith. What is Hadith? Hadith is actually a religious book outside of Quran. It was written by the followers of Muhammad about Muhammad. So I walk up to the mosque and ask the priest, "Sir, could you please confirm a story from the Hadith?" He was one of the most kind gentlemen I've ever met. He walks into the mosque and walks out with the Hadith in his hand. And he and I sit right outside the mosque and have this great conversation. And he begins to narrate the story, and the story goes this way. When Muhammad was alive, there was a woman that was caught in adultery, and she was also pregnant. And they bring her to Muhammad. Muhammad looks at her and he says, "Bring her back in 12 months. Fast forward 12 months. They bring the mother and the baby to Muhammad. Muhammad takes the baby and he asks his people to dig a big hole and put the mother in the hole and cover her till the neck and stone her to death publicly. That's quite a brutal story. There's kind of a similar story in the Bible from John chapter 8. There's a woman that is caught in adultery, and they literally drag this woman to Jesus. And Jesus looks at this woman with all the compassion that he has within himself and tells this woman, "Go and sin no more." You know, the response of Jesus is quite the drastic response when you compare it to the response of Muhammad. Quite frankly, Muhammad did not have what it takes to forgive somebody's sins, but Jesus did. You know, we go through life and not truly experience life till we have an encounter with John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life.